Jennifer Owens Bowie, and I work for the Arkansas Hunger Relief Alliance, and I'm a proud City of Little Rock Food Commissioner. We are here today because no child should go hungry at school, and no family should have to choose between paying a bill and feeding their child. Yet the Little Rock School District is facing a growing school debt, lunch debt, a reflection of a broader food insecurity challenges in our community. The Food Commission was created to tackle barriers just like this. Today, we stand with the Little Rock School District, partners and advocates to say every child deserves every meal. Together, we can eliminate this debt and build a stronger future for our futures. It is now my pleasure to introduce a leader who has been a champion for our city and for addressing food insecurity, Mayor Frank Scott. He will be followed by Little Rock Superintendent Jamal Wright and Little Rock School District Director of Child Nutrition and Commissioner member Stephanie Walker-Hines. Mayor Scott.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Today is a serious moment. As someone who started out and has spent some time as a student who was on reduced lunch, I can tell you how important food security is. That's one of the many reasons that I established this Food Commission under the advisement and the counsel of City Director Kathy Webb. And I want to make sure I give her a lot of acknowledgement right now. Let's give her a round of applause. If you don't know Kathy Webb, it's just best to just get out her way when she gives you some advice and counsel. Hence the reason why you've seen so much monumental change at the state legislature as it relates to food security issues just happening in this most recent legislative session. And so that, again, that's one of the reasons why we established this Food Commission and have these great food commissioners, because we're waking up every day to address food insecurity in our city. Whether there is a lack of fresh foods and quality foods in areas south of 630, east of I-30, or anywhere in our entire city, they're waking up every day to figure out policies and programs and solutions. And understanding that we do have this meal debt issue, this is one of the many issues. As I see State Representative Tippy McCullough, who led a lot of great legislation in food insecurity. Let's give her a round of applause. That's the reason why we're here today. It takes a lot of times collaborative relationships and leadership, and so I'm happy that Superintendent Jamal Wright is here today, because the City of Little Rock Board of Directors and myself have been working with them for quite some time over the past few years through the community schools model, where we identify needs and find solutions together. And we've been able to do that now, growing from 2 community schools to close to 8 or 9 community schools. And this is yet another opportunity for the City of Little Rock and the Little Rock School District to devise plans of action on how we address this meal debt issue today. And so you'll learn more about this from Superintendent Wright as well as many others. But again, this is a combination of community leaders finding a solution together to help the least of these within our community. And I'm so grateful that we're all working together on this very monumental issue that we will find the solution for, and we are finding that solution through policies, programs, as well as funding. Dr. Superintendent Wright.
Good afternoon, and thank you, Mayor Scott, and thank you all for being here this afternoon. Over the past few years, we've made tremendous strides in improving the quality of meals we serve in the Little Rock School District. Thanks to the leadership of our Director of Child Nutrition, Ms. Stephanie Walker-Hines, our students now enjoy meals that are not only nutritious, but also fresh, locally sourced, and genuinely well received by our kids, especially on Wing Wednesdays. You were supposed to laugh. If you don't know anything about Wing Wednesday, check out our social media on Wednesday and you'll see the various postings from our students. This is more than just about serving meals. It's a partnership that supports Arkansas farmers, boosts our local economy, and ensures that our children are fueled to learn and thrive every single day. We also recognize that for many of our students, the meals they receive at school may be the only consistent nutrition that they receive, making our work even more crucial. Despite these improvements, school meal debt continues to be a growing challenge, one that our nutrition department has had few tools to resolve, especially as school budgets are stretched very thin. Through our ongoing partnership with the City of Little Rock and the support of our community schools model, we've been able to wrap more services around our students, including food assistance, but many needs still remain unmet. When students carry meal debt, it creates stress not only for families, but also for our schools, which are left to find ways to absorb the cost. We're asking our community to join us in helping eliminate this burden. Time and time again, our community has stepped up to support our students, and we believe this is another moment we can come together to ensure that no child has to worry about whether they can afford to eat. Every child deserves to eat with dignity, and with your help, we can make that a reality. Thank you. And now please welcome LRSD's Child Nutrition Director, the one and only Ms. Stephanie Walker-Hines.
Hello. Can I just ask Representative Tippie to join us up here, and Little Rock board member Anna Strong, if you could just step on these steps. Y'all can't see everybody that's here supporting this, but I just have to make their presence known. We already have City Board Member Andrea Lewis standing with us. So once again, good afternoon, and thank you, Dr. Wright, for that awesome, I did not pay him for that. He evaluate me highly. Okay, so my name is Stephanie Walker-Hines. I am the director of the Child Nutrition Program for the Little Rock School District, and I serve on the City of Little Rock Food Commission. Today, we're coming together to address an urgent and deeply human issue, school meal debt in our city. For the past 20 years, most of our schools have offered and been served both breakfast and lunch to those students at no charge. But for the schools that don't qualify for that full support, that cost adds up fast for our families and for our district. This debt comes from just 13 of our Little Rock schools: Central, Parkview, both Pulaski Heights, Forest Heights, Pinnacle View, Williams, Roberts, Jefferson, Gibbs, Fulbright, Forest Park, and Fair Park Elementary. As of yesterday, the unpaid school meal balance was $174,121.89. By the end of today, this week, and this school year, that amount will continue to climb. That number is not just a statistic. It represents real children in real classrooms who are trying to learn while their families struggle to afford basic needs. No child should have to worry about whether or not they can eat a meal at school. We believe access to meals at schools is a right and not a privilege. And as a community, we have the power to lift this burden and ensure that every student is treated with dignity and care. That's why this Food Commission is calling on individuals, businesses, faith groups, civic organizations across Little Rock to join us in wiping out this debt together. Every dollar donated helps close the gap and open the doors for a more equitable future for all of our students. Thank you. And now I want to introduce Miss Deanna Jones Barlogi. You got it. I got it.
Thank you. So as you can see, our school district is fortunate to have Stephanie as Child Nutrition Director, or as she is in my phone, the head lunch lady.
Yes.
While this role is typically less well known in the community, it is absolutely one of the most important jobs there is, which is feeding our community's children. Our schools take pride in the meals that they prepare for our students, and they've been able to raise the quality of meals by taking advantage of grants from the USDA. These grants have allowed Stephanie and her team to offer more locally grown produce and more fresh Arkansas ground beef to our students, those of which Stephanie then uses to create some of the most popular meals around the district. However, Stephanie just found out that the USDA grants she uses to buy these products are being eliminated for the next school district, including a $350,000 local food for schools grant. Gone, not coming back. There is research that shows that school meals are among the healthiest meals that get eaten, and we are calling on Congress to invest in these programs and not cut them. Our nutrition director and her team have worked diligently since Stephanie became the director to both improve menu quality and expand quality meals for students. This grant goes beyond what it does to help our students. It also helps local farmers that have a steady market to sell their products, strengthening our local economy and giving our students the nutrition that they need to learn. We will continue to monitor proposed cuts to school nutrition programs, and we'll be sure to keep the public informed. Thanks so much. Now, Commissioner Chris Wyman.
Thank you, everyone. I feel like I don't really even need this anymore because I'm going to be repetitive, to be honest. You've all heard the information up here. It's all the same. I am also the Executive Director of Potluck Food Rescue, most recently, back in December of 2024. I've also got 17 years background in urban agriculture, working mainly with Dunbar Garden down at 18th and Chester, one of the oldest and largest community gardens / educational gardens. Education is very important to me for our youngsters. It's also, just like everyone has said up here, you know, this benefits local farmers. It benefits our children. It teaches nutrition. It feeds in a healthy way. All of that, stimulating brain function. I mean, we are in a situation here that we really need to jump on. With Potluck Food Rescue, we are doing our part. We will be offering these no-cost markets. We've got that happening in partnership with LRSD, maybe after-school programming, but it's something that helps the families, it helps the children. So Arkansas is ranked #1 in food insecurity. We've always been up there in that like top 5. I'm 40 years old, so I know we've been up there. We don't lack food, we lack policy and priority. Cutting school lunch funding is a mistake. We should be doubling it, to be honest, ensuring that every child has breakfast, lunch, and what we can do in after-school programs. So at Potluck Food Rescue, we're going to bring that access to where there might not be any. And so we're also going to help in calling on everyone here and everyone who's watching to help out as well. So let's help out our kids, let's help out our schools. So I'm going to now turn it over to Commissioner Kevin Shalin.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kevin Shalin. Many of you might know me as the Mighty Rib. I monitor that food blog every day. And I just want to say a few words about the critical importance of promotion it plays into this campaign. Social awareness, public awareness, it's going to be critical. This is a grassroots campaign. And not only are we counting on traditional media like TV and radio to help get the word out, but we also urge private citizens to use their platforms like Facebook and Snapchat, if you're younger, and X, and Instagram to help spread the word. With that in mind, I will be using my personal blog in the coming days, the Mighty Rib, to be somewhat of a catalyst for social media promotion. It's my honor to do it, and it's important, and I'm happy to use my platform to help encourage others. But we also encourage all citizens to share our message and donation link on social media so we can meet our monetary goal in a timely fashion. So thank you very much, and I'm going to turn it over to Wendell Scales to wrap things up.
Good afternoon. My name is Wendell Scales, and I also serve on the commission. If you would like to donate, please write your checks to the City of Little Rock, attention Amanda Jones, at 500 West Markham Street, 72201. Make checks in the memo line to Little Rock Cares, Lunch on Us in the memo line. This is tax deductible, and at this time, does anybody have any questions? If not, I'm going to turn it over to Superintendent Wright and Ms. Walker-Hines. Thanks.
No questions? We're good. No questions? We're good.
We're good, thank you.